stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? We have the flag this morning. That's great. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hope everybody is beating the heat. Keeping up with the grass. All right. Approval of minutes. We have corrected minutes for April. Any questions, concerns, reviews on those?
No, I make a motion we approve the corrected April minutes.
I'll second.
Yes.
Roll call.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. And we also have corrected minutes for May. Any discussion, communication on those?
I make a motion we accept the corrected May minutes.
I'll second.
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. And then just received June meeting minutes. Did not have time to review those. Any other concerns, comments about the June meeting
I
minutes?
have not had a chance to get them because they were just put in my box today, so haven't had a chance to review them.
All
So we're going
right.
to table them to the next meeting then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's two of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the financials as well, if that's possible. I haven't had the opportunity to look at those. All right, we'll start off with communications. I wanted to start off with the communication on June 14th. We all went to a meeting that was put on by the prosecutor's office. It was a township conference for the trustees. And it was very informative. It gave us a lot of good legal information. And prosecuting attorney, Connie Lewowski, am I saying that right?
Lewandowski.
I always love that up. She said something that I found was kind of interesting I wanted to share, is that they're very dedicated to opening some cold cases. And some of the ones they're working on were the murders from Viewtown Road. So I just thought that was nice that those are not being ignored, those are still being looked at. And I don't know if anybody else had anything to share about the seminar. It was really good.
Well, we have to redo how we announce our meetings. You want to do that at this time?
We talked about it at the last meeting.
But we didn't make a motion to do
We
it.
did.
Did we make the motion to
We
do
did.
that? Okay, so we're good then.
We're good.
Okay,
Yep.
as long as we did. I didn't remember if we did
So
that
just
or
a
not.
review of that, from here on out, some of the laws have changed about how we have to advertise for meetings. And it used to be that if we were having a special meeting or an urgent meeting, it had to go in the newspaper. We've gotten away from that, so now all the special meetings or any changes to meetings will be advertised on the website and on the bulletin board at the circle.
Also, one other thing, when we come out of executive session and return to the regular meeting, we don't have to take a vote to return to the regular meeting. We just have to say, and we're back on the record.
Okay, so just a few little details. And then, any other announcements or communications? I think we've got a few. We got a letter from the auditor's office about like a routine audit that we have to do. Since that's with your office, do you want to?
That's already been done. That's our,
But we
already.
just got a
Yeah.
communication that there were a few suggestions of things that we could do better, which is why we do that. But no major to-dos on that. Any other comments?
That was
about
for
the
2
audit?
years, 23 and 24.
That was 23 and 24, yes.
Okay. And I believe that's all that I have.
I gave you Matt Kelly.
Oh,
That was that last one. I gave it to you.
I know, you just handed it to me. Where did I put it?
It's just a single.
I got something from Matt Kelly in this file. Let's move on and I'll get to that in just a second. So I'll have to do this. This is it.
Yeah.
Okay, hello Deerfield leaders. And it says, throughout the next several months, I'm going to walk a mile in each of the 18 townships and 4 largest cities in Portage County. That totals 22 locations in our beautiful county. 22 has deep meaning to the veteran community, and that 22 veterans per day commit suicide. The goal of this walk in Portage County is to bring awareness to resources available to our veterans. I'm reaching out to you for your input on location and day for this walk in Deerfield Township. I plan to walk Deerfield within the next few weeks. I would love it if you would join me to walk, or for your help in communicating the messages on my social media about veteran suicide. I've included some general stats about veteran suicide below. I look forward to hearing from you soon, and there's 3 stats here. Veterans have a suicide rate approximately 50% higher than non-veteran adults in the U.S. The highest risk is often among middle-aged and older veterans, not just those recently deployed, and suicide prevention efforts now focus on early intervention, community support, and access to mental health care. And this is from Matt Kelly.
Does this person have a website?
Matt Kelly?
No, the walk across the.
That's Matt Kelly.
It's
him.
He's doing it himself.
Okay.
So he does have something on social media, he's saying, so maybe we can, get that on some of the social media sites. And he's asking for a suggestion of where to walk. I don't know how long of a walk he does in each township. And is it a connecting walk into one township to another, or just anywhere? I mean, we have beautiful towpaths, across the old railroad bridge. That would be definitely one that would be popular.
He might want to walk past the Legion, since it's a veterans walk.
Yep, he is a veteran.
Yep. Is there a sidewalk there? I don't think so.
No. And that would be my question, where can he safely walk in if others wanted to attend with him?
Which is why I was thinking the towpath.
Or would we coordinate, someone with flashing lights before and after if they're walking to get through where they're going?
Or the sidewalk area east of 224. We do have a sidewalk
From the-
on 224 from the circle.
From the circle to
Yeah.
the cemetery. All right, well,
That would be one suggestion.
We'll have to see what his intentions are, though. Maybe he wants to walk right through town center or something.
yeah, I don't
He just
know.
says he's walking through townships.
And he's not giving a date.
No, he doesn't, yeah, so, all right.
Would anyone like to volunteer to get back with him on this?
I'll call him.
East of the circle, or call him or email him?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Okay, I'll pass that down. Yep, thank you. Any other communications?
I have one. It's from Ohio 811, which is who we call when we're gonna clean ditches or sew culverts or anything like that, that look for underground buried cables and gas lines, that type of thing. And they mark them out for us. Then they send a notification to the township that it's done. We borrowed money to build this building. We built it through the U.S. Department of Agriculture. We got the loan. They required us to be a member of this as part of their loan because there are underground gas lines, everything on this property, whatever. Right now, currently, every time we get a notification for us or anybody in Deerfield, we're paying about $1.34 for that email notification. Right now, we are a base member with limited access. We can join as a regular voting member. It doesn't cost anything. It's a matter of paperwork, and it will cost 47 cents per notification then. So kind of a no-brainer that we do step up to that. He stopped in to see Nancy, went yesterday, or went today, he's in today. And I know we have to belong to that because of our loan to the U.S. state requirements. So I'll make a motion that we go from a limited member to a voting member.
I'll second that.
Ohio 811.
I'll second it.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Any other communications?
That's all I have.
All right, moving on to guests and speakers. We do have a guest today, and Laura, do you want to do an intro?
Yes. Today we have the Portage County Dog Warden speaking to us about dog law according to the Ohio Revised Code. Keep in mind our township doesn't have zoning, so we have no dog rules. So the only dog rules we have are those on the books with the Ohio Revised Code. So Dave has graciously come to give us a little education on property owners' rights, dog owners' rights and responsibilities.
More, not sure what exactly you guys are looking at out here. She asked me to come and speak to you guys if there's some issues or a lot of dogs in the area that maybe you guys, I thought, were having issues with. My office, we do handle the whole county. We have 507 square miles. We do in the cities, we do in the townships, villages, we do it all dealing with dogs in the 955 section of the vice code. Basically, in a nutshell, you would think anything dealing with the dog would go to the dog warden, but that's not how the revised code is set up. It's really only dogs running at large, dangerous, vicious, or nuisance dogs, dogs that bite. That's us. Licensing of dogs is us. Stray dogs are us. So we do have a kennel. Right now we have about 30 dogs in our kennel because, of course, Airport County, nobody's dog ever gets loose. But yet we have 30 dogs in our kennel. We do adopt them. We got several of those dogs are up for adoption. We do test them the best we can. We try to make them as healthy as we possibly can before we let them go to somebody. We do have a couple of restrictions. If it's a pit bull, we don't want young children with the pit bulls. It's just more liability-wise than anything for us. Again, we don't know where these dogs are coming from, where they've been, their health history. So that's a big one for us, and safety. We don't euthanize very many dogs. Our rates are very good, even statewide. We're usually under 10% of the dogs that come in, usually around 7% of the dogs. And when we talk about that, most of that is because they're either sick or they're vicious. Not either, it's one of the two, sick or vicious. So we do get a lot of dogs. Unfortunately, we get bad owners. The bad owners are what we deal with a lot. More sick dogs sometimes in years that we have to put a lot of those dogs down because they got high heartworm, they're high heartworm positive. And instead of the owners doing the right thing and taking care of it on their own, they just dump a dog somewhere. You guys have quite a few areas out here that dogs don't go. We end up taking them. They sit in our place for 3 days. We give them some shots, 5-way, then Mortella. And then when their dogs are ours, then we can test them for heartworms and we can do some other stuff. But once we test them for heartworms, that's when we either say, okay, it's that point, we're going to send them to the vet, get them fixed. Every dog that we adopt out is fixed, spay or neutered. If you spay and neuter a dog, you know that it's not cheap. But in order for us to get the dogs out our doors, we've kept our adoption prices extremely low. We do go after grants, we go after donations. And an adoption for us with all of the shots, the parvo tests, rabies vaccines, all that stuff, and even the spay and neuter, with a license, I think our adoption fee is $97. So you basically, I am giving you a dog that I put more money into than what you're paying for. I'm not going to bore you and keep you here all night. So some of the real basics for us, one of the biggest complaints that we get is neighbors' dogs on neighbors' property. Obviously, realistically, we're about 20-25 minutes away from here. From our office to here is probably 20-25 minutes. When an emergency is going on, what's going on right now, it's not going on an hour from now. And you expect our guys to be here, to get right on the road, and get up this way, but it's going to take time. One of the best things that we can ask for you guys to do is simply, everybody's got a cell phone anymore. I think everybody, even kids. Take a picture of the dog off their property, on your property. Just because you get a picture of that dog on your property, wandering your yard, wandering the road, doesn't make us going to cite the people, right? I mean, we're still talking, hey, you want us to just talk to your neighbors and hey, get your dog on your own property, or do you want us to cite? If we cite, we're gonna have to use you to come in court with us, you know, one that took the picture, being the one that's dead. So there's some back and forth that goes on, but most people just, they don't want to fight with their neighbors, they just want the dogs to stay in their own yards. So, all dogs are required to have a license, even if the dog never leaves inside of their house. As I said, all dogs never leave their house, but yet I got a kennel full of 30 at all times. We usually take in about 380 dogs, 400 dogs a year. So trying to get all those dogs adopted or sent to a rescue is pretty tedious at points. One of our worst weekends is always July 4th. With all the fireworks, it does scare the dogs. We understand they get out, they get scared. Just because your dog gets out, gets loose, we pick it up, doesn't mean we're going to cite them. As a matter of fact, we very rarely cite people to come get their dogs. Come get your dog. I'll open it up for questions. We don't deal with chickens. We don't deal with horses. We don't, dog warden kind of tells you the name of us pretty simply. We don't deal with cats. You know, if it's a dog out in the heat, that's not our office. That's under the 959 section of the code, which is the humane officer, and which is under the APL. If it's an abuse, if it's anything neglect, things like that, that's all humane officer stuff. So I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer here, but yeah, I'm going to turn it over and see what questions you guys may have. Yes.
How long is your stray hold?
How long is it? Okay, that's a good question. Why do you have a license? I can go back and forth all day. I can talk all day. That's a bad thing. If you have a license on your dog, first off, that license, not a microchip, a license. If you have a license on that dog, it changes a lot of stuff for us. Right away, that license shows proof of ownership. So at that point in time, I have to hold that dog for 14 days. I got to send a certified letter out in the mail, and I got to hold on to him, right? A lot of us go on vacation. Our vacation is usually longer than 3 days. If a dog does not have a license on it, and it comes into our shelter, at the end of 72 hours, I'm allowed to adopt it to somebody else. So if you got a nice fluffy dog that you paid a lot of money for, you go on vacation, you trust a couple teenagers to watch your house, I've had that happen where they were gone for 2 weeks, and when they came home, the dog wasn't there, and the babysitter never told them. So, you know, that don't always work out great, but that license is the proof of ownership of the dog. Yeah.
Dog accidentally runs off, collar falls off with the tag. Dog is microchipped to the owner. Who's checking that dog?
We check all dogs for a microchip. Again, it doesn't prove ownership. Matter of fact, microchips are great if the owners are responsible. Because when they move, they got to update the microchip. If they get a new cell phone, they got to update the microchip. Most owners do not update the microchips.
Does our sheriff, does the sheriff department have a chip checker in case the pound's not open?
The sheriff's office and I work hand in hand. We do a very good job together. As a matter of fact, we have an outside kennel for dogs, and the sheriff's department will pick a lot of dogs up, take it to the outside kennel, and then our guys will get them in the morning, and then they will check for the chips and all that. And even the outside kennel has water, blankets, a shelter. So, yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah, we have a lot of livestock in Deerfield, a lot of farms. What about livestock rights with, vicious dogs?
Vicious dogs.
No one
You
ever wants
have
to
a
be in
right
that
to always
position.
protect your property. That's what I'm going to tell you. You interpret that however you want, but you have a right to protect your property. Okay? And that's what I would tell people. Obviously, if we can get to it, if you can hold on to a dog, there are dogs that are animal aggressive versus people aggressive. So if you can grab a dog, or I'm not telling you to do that, but if a dog goes into a pen and you can put it in there, we'll come out and get it. But as far as if it kills, the law used to be 15 years ago, if a dog killed chickens, a goat, horses, anything else, the Dog and Kennel Fund would help pay to reclaim those animals. So we used to pay out chicken claims a lot. But ODNR and the state, if 15 years ago, took that out of the code, so that's no longer in there. Where you have, it's kind of like an extra insurance policy almost, if you have a dog license. So,
And do you do anything with barking dogs?
barking, you don't even have zoning.
Right. I know that's I think that's one of the reasons Laura asked, because we have some other neighboring townships that are.
Yeah, it's, barking dogs is not in our section of the code. That
So
would
don't
be
call
no
you
different.
if your neighbor's dog is driving you crazy.
And unfortunately, hopefully, and you know what we found, we get those calls all the time, what we found is, you guys drive up your boots, walk over to your neighbor's house, knock on the door and say, hey. You know, most people are more afraid to talk to their neighbor than they are just go, you know, and I talk to them, not try to fight with them. They are more afraid to just talk to them than they are anything. Did you talk to your neighbor? No. Okay. We'll go out maybe, but we're not gonna do anything. We'll check the license and let them know, hey, your neighbors, worry about your dog's barking all the time. But as far as the ORC, we can't do anything with it. The neighboring communities, they want to contract with somebody to go do the enforcement. They can do that, it's on them.
Stray dog gets hit on the road. Who do I call first?
Is it a lot of that?
It's injured.
If it's injured, it's a humane officer.
Okay, so that's 40 JPL.
What happens if it's dead?
Then you report it and bury it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it might be, you know, you might want to have that dog checked for a chip. Even if it's dead, you know, have like call you guys out and chip check it. So at least you could notify the owner and give closure to them.
You like to, yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, we're not gonna do anything with it though.
Dawn, you have dogs. Don't you have questions?
No. I learned it the hard way, the long way, over years.
Would the township pick up a dead dog?
That's up to them, that's up to their service department. But I'll tell you, like ODOT, like a deer hit on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah,
they're-
ODOT will come get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I mean, they're more, hey, let nature take its
Older
course.
than
They may cover it
Yeah.
with hay or straw.
Yeah.
ODOT tries not to come out and get them.
Yeah, they don't
Bill
want,
Lester had one killed in front of his house, he called ODOT, and they told him they wouldn't come get it, call the township if he wanted it cleaned up.
it's
Just-
more of,
just say-
is it an emergency where it's in the middle of the road, or if it's off the side of the road? If it's off the side of the road, they're probably not gonna do much.
Right.
And we have picked up dogs and deer before, just, again, depends on the situation.
Yeah.
If somebody adopts a dog and the dog's still intact,
It won't be.
okay, but what if I make an appointment with my own vet and I provide proof that my vet's gonna do it?
No, you're not gonna get the chance. We don't
Okay,
trust people that much.
okay,
So what we do is, before the dog even goes for adoption, we're gonna get it all. So if you want that dog, it's gonna be after it's over.
even if my vet would call and have it lined up.
You must not get a lot of young
Well, the
puppies.
issue with that is it's first come, first served. We don't say, hey, you're a trustee, so you're special, so we're gonna wait and let pull up this dog for you. So we're gonna say, hey, at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, anybody that wants this dog is able to come get it. If I've got more than 2 people there, then they're gonna have their own little powwow while they get it, so.
Not that I'm coming to get anything,
Well,
but
it sounds like it.
It's gonna cost me more money.
Yeah, but no, we have very good vet viewers, so.
Would they hold off if the dog wasn't of age?
Yes, they have, yeah, if it's puppy, yeah, and some vets are different. Yeah,
Yeah.
so. You guys are a lively bunch.
normally they're much livelier. I don't know what happened.
It's very awkward. You still have to call us if somebody's looking for a particular type of dog.
Like lost dogs, we do take down all
No,
lost
if
dogs.
somebody's looking for a new dog, if they want to see.
You know, I mean-
Or something.
Kind of, I mean.
You guys have a website,
I was gonna say, I mean,
you got pictures that,
We
websites
have,
are going
if
and
you
stuff?
if you go to our website, you'll see every dog we have up for adoption.
Okay.
Friends of the Town, Portage County Dog Warden. I mean, whatever
You have to
site.
remember, I'm pre-technology.
But you have a phone.
No, I mean, this goes back before technology.
Yeah, and it is, and there's some things that have changed, just, so having a list, while we could do that, and we do know, if there's somebody's looking for a certain breed, like a husky, I mean, we kind of keep them in the back of our head, but most times, once a dog comes up for adoption, you'll see it right on the site. People will see the dogs on the site even before they come up for adoption, because we'll say, hey, this dog is looking for its owner. And then you say, hey, that dog's there a few days, and it's probably gonna come up for adoption.
Do you take donations, and what are some of the things that you need?
We do. Like I was saying, our adoption fees are $97. So we do take donations of cash, and that helps us do all of our spay neuters. We don't really have a fee or a fund that just handles like any medical bills with dogs. And we do quite a bit of medical, just in the vaccinations, needles and all that stuff. I probably spend about $10,000 a year just in vaccinations and health stuff for the dogs. Beyond spay and neuter, I spend a lot of money on spay and neuter.
My bad.
Do you need feed, cleaning supplies, things
We
like
only
that?
do cleaning supplies, we do blankets, we got a lot of blankets right now. Dawn dish soap. Dawn dish soap is actually a great one for us to bleach. Dawn dish soap, takes everything, which is good. Yeah, paper towels, we got somebody, we take all that stuff. And on our website, we have that list available too.
And somebody can just stop in and drop off whenever
Yeah.
you're open.
Yeah.
You're good to go for that. Okay.
We take plastic bags, I don't know if you guys do that, the benches for plastic bags.
Yes, we do.
So I won't try to steal your thunder there.
Where's your location?
8120 Infirmary Road. It's out by the jail. It's right behind Water Resources. Yeah.
I don't know if you covered this or not, if you did, you missed it. If someone's dog in this room gets loose, you come and pick it up and it is intact. Can the owner still claim it's still intact? Or
Oh,
not?
yeah, but it's your dog. It's your dog, and whatever you're gonna do with your dog is fine.
What do you
Once it
require
becomes
for
my dog,
documentation to prove it's your dog?
License. That's the only thing.
No rabies certificate?
No,
Okay.
license is what the law says.
And that's the only vaccine required in Ohio, correct? Is the rabies vaccine? Is that the only one that's
They want you to
legally
have it, but
required?
Portage County is not a mandated county. Stark
Okay.
County is. We haven't had a case of rabies in Portage County in 1970, back when you were working. So, yeah. She did a good job of cleaning it all up, so we don't got deals with it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming,
Okay,
Dave.
thank you guys.
All right, I don't think we have any other guests or speakers. Do we have any
We have
public
one,
comments?
yes, Denise Adams for public commentary.
I just had a question. One of our previous meetings not long ago, a fellow was here and asked about the pickleball court. Were we not working on grants or something that are supposed to work on grants for playground equipment and so forth? And where are we with that if we were?
On the parks, you mean the parks grant?
I guess that's what it was, yes.
Yeah.
We have a grant coming up with Portage Park District that we've written
Yeah,
about
we do have one
interest.
coming up.
So asking for some money, maybe serve some projects that's later this year.
We don't have one in the works right now.
No, we have to see like what it will cover, like it might be just like walkways and park type things. We'll have to look into that a little bit further.
It just jogged my memory when he asked that question.
Yes.
It is really popular nowadays.
Not for me.
Not
Somebody else can do that.
Somebody else is doing it, right? Are you doing pickleball? No. Yeah.
All right, anyone else for public
No,
commentary?
that's it.
All right, let's move on to road department and maintenance. I see Tim gave us a printout. Would you like to go over that?
You can or I can. There's not much going on, actually.
All right, so today he writes, replace 3 road culverts, cleared a few ditches and trouble spots. Will be clearing additional ditches and doing patchwork, starting with the chip and seal road list, which is Laffitt Boulevard, Bluebeard Court, Treasure Boulevard, and Wagner Road from Johnson Road west to the dead end. That's all he had for the road department.
Okay, in addition to that, Raylan's Tree Service, there's 2 trees down there on Treasure that are leaned over the ditch and on the wire and stuff. I talked to him today, he's going to get them out this week so Tim can start the ditching and everything back in there. So, we don't need to order any stone or anything for road department, that's really, everything's in good shape right now.
We did have the tire drop off on June 17th. Any updates on how that went? I know a lot of people were upset that it was during the week. We didn't choose the time. We didn't choose the, that was done by by Portage County, by the charm department. So, I mean, the most we could do was ask them, hey, we had a lot of residents who were interested in weekend or evening, but as of now, that's all they're offering. Did we have a lot of participation, did Tiffany say?
Not a whole lot, we did get about 120 tires or something like that, so I mean, that's something.
Well, be less tires on County Road then.
Yep, probably.
All right, buildings and grounds. Tim says that the white building at the cemetery is complete, and that looks very nice. That's my comment. Well, at fire department is complete. An AED battery at Town Hall has been replaced. Thank goodness, that was keeping last meeting and driving us all nuts. Anything else on buildings and grounds?
Raylan's Tree Service possibly next week is going to do the tree work in the cemeteries. It'll be within the next couple of weeks, he's hoping to get in next week, depending how much rain we get this week when I talked to him this morning, so.
He has not been able to get in, this has been a small.
Yep. Yep, so as soon as it dries up, he is gonna get started on it.
Are the trees on Treasure Boulevard all going to be lumped into that, or are we doing something separate?
No,
That's separate.
Yeah, that's separate. We agreed to do it, I think $300, I think we
Do we
agreed
need
to
to make
pay.
a motion on that, or have we already?
I think it was already,
We already did.
I think we approved that already.
Gotcha. Okay.
So,
And then cemeteries, Timmy reports 1 full burial since the last meeting. Tree service is running behind, but will be there in the next few weeks to trim out the trees on the list.
Yep.
Anything else for cemeteries? All right, fire department, Timmy has something for the tank of 14 is going in for a brake chamber. Do you have any more details on that?
Going in tomorrow.
Okay,
Great chamber, man.
where are we taking it?
Spring retire.
Do we have a quote yet?
I don't know.
Okay, bring that to the next meeting. Let us
They're
know
not,
what it's gonna cost.
Red Chamber's generally aren't that expensive.
Okay, and that's all that we have on Tim's report today. So, fire department, what have you got, Captain Bardelli?
Other few things, the Pearl Road fire being brought up. I have a report right here. The call was sent in at 11:38. 11:41, we had an engine on the road with 2. 11:51, we were on scene, which is 13 minutes. But where we had to travel was around. The homeowner also called in at 11:52 and said the roof was caving in. Everybody in the fire department knows this, your house catches on fire, the roof doesn't fall in right away. 11:51, we also had our tanker on the road, and mutual aid was on 14 because our water setup was right across the 44 truck. That's what all the fires were on 14. I have a report if anybody wants to see it. We have an application for membership. It's Nicole Smith. She's actually here. I don't have the application. It's not been legal for me. But I will have it, but Nicole is here. If you guys would like to come. And she has come to the firehouse for quite some time. Point out what's going on.
For the fire department or EMS or what? Is fire department first, so what you want to do, Nicole? I'll make a motion, we accept Nicole pending her outcome of her physical to join our fire department.
I'll second.
What brings you to us? What motivated you to join?
That's a loaded question. I don't know. I have a really heavy background in medicine. So first responder is always been a dream of mine, I guess. And I was kind of talked into it. So
Okay. Do you have availability to give us some hours?
some hours like right, I'm gonna tell you my schedule right now.
No, I'm not asking for a schedule, but you have some availability in your schedule that
Oh,
you
yeah.
can give
Yeah,
us
yeah.
some time.
Yeah.
Because, it does take a lot of dedication to get somebody on board, so we want to make sure you're willing to, to really spend some time with us. So I'll say yes. And then can you bring us the
Laura?
paperwork for the
Yes.
next meeting?
Yes,
Yes. Welcome.
welcome.
Thank you.
Tank 14 is going to Springers tomorrow for the brake chamber. Rush 14 needs to go to Springers for the brake caliper that's skipping. That's all I got.
That's an ongoing problem at Restaurant 14. I'll make a motion to take it to Springers as soon as he can get in, and whatever needs done with those calipers to get done. Yeah, on Restaurant
The
14.
rush hour.
Pick up.
Okay. Yeah.
Where'd you say calibers in?
Yes.
Okay. I'll second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes,
Yes.
You guys, you brought up monitor batteries for our life pack. 2 months ago, you guys approved it. So we priced them out, they're about $1,000 a piece and we need 4. So Scott would like you guys to order them, or we'll order them and invoice you guys, or how you want to do it, but you want to put $4,000 on the credit card.
Where do you want to order them from?
I will find out tonight.
Maybe, hopefully we could open an account and would bill us.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
We may have one, I think we have an account, so I'll check on that.
He's got it now.
Yeah.
As funny as this sounds, we'd like to get what we call a piercing nozzle. It's a nozzle you jam into the wall, so it'll tear the whole wall out. It opens up a fan for the fire.
Can you say that louder?
Yeah, it's called a
Piercing.
piercing nozzle.
Piercing nozzle.
They're about $575. I know a distributor that will look for 500. And then we need 2 hydrant wrenches to turn on fire hydrants. Which is funny because we don't have any fire hydrants in our area. But we ran a
None
call.
working?
Huh?
No working
Just
fire
We don't have
hydrant?
any fire
we have no
hydrants.
hydrants.
There's one across from, my neighbor just down on the other side of the cemetery has one out
Is it
front.
fake?
I don't know. I always thought it was
So I don't think we have any, it has to be tied to the city water, so I don't think we do.
Okay.
Um,
I see it all the time. I think that's nice
Well,
that
we ran
that's
a
there.
call with Lexington,
In front of Pops.
and, the fill site was in Alliance, and we needed a hydrant to turn the hydrants on, because we're by ourselves. We don't have any. I can get prices on the same guy that does the nozzle, he has all kinds of equipment, so.
The hydrant wrenches can't be that expensive.
No, they're probably,
What's your can't be that?
30, 40 bucks a piece maybe.
and I have one in my truck.
Well, I would make a motion that we purchase the piercing nozzle. Where are we getting that from?
On Matt's Mobile Tools, on the customer.
Matt's Mobile Tools, and you said that's 500, and then pay up to $100 for a hydrant wrench as well?
And you want 2 of them?
Hold on before we motion this. You also need pipe wrenches.
I have them.
You already got it?
Put one in.
You already got it? Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
So we have a motion about the, nozzles.
500 for the nozzle and up to 100 for the hydrant wrench. That way it gives them enough to get what they need.
Tiffany made the motion.
Second?
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. I want to know if that hydrant is real or not. Now I'm really like intrigued.
Well, I know you gotta tie in the city water, I didn't even know you had city water.
We don't, but I don't know what it's tied into.
Do they have a lake on their premises?
They have water. I don't know. I'm gonna ask him now.
Is it in a lake?
That's what
It's
there
all
for,
brushes,
somebody
just
ask
2
questions
houses down from
tomorrow.
me on the other side of the cemetery. He's got one right out in front, and maybe it is just for looks. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just decorative.
It could be, but it's right out by the road. It looks,
Who uses that as a decoration?
I do.
but like out by the road where it looks accessible. I can get on the back porch. I live out in the story. I mean, it really looks like a real working
That's what I'm
hydrant.
saying. I feel like that's a little scary, actually.
For
All
the
right.
month of June, our schedule was full, we had somebody on the 24th, the whole month. We ran 37 calls total, 26 EMS, 5 fire, 2 service, and 4 motor vehicle accidents. We gave mutual aid 5 times. We received mutual aid 9 times. 8 of those were for a driver, and 1 was because we were on another call, so we had to have a squad respond. We had the same thing this morning. We had 3 pieces out on a house fire, and as soon as we all got up to Newton Falls, we got a call for a squad call here on area, so. But that's what I have for the month.
Any patterns with the motor vehicle accidents with location?
224, 225.
Yeah.
So right there's another one.
And that's, we call that 224.
Yeah.
It's right there. Yeah, we had the one July 4th, that was 3 car, and then we had one recently.
My husband said a van was flipped over. He drove right after it happened, he drove through.
I wonder
Luckily,
if we could send some of these recurring accidents to,
for anybody that knows, that spot right there, 224 and 225, and Alliance Road and 14, automatically is a double pull.
with that
So
one.
we're going with that water on both of those calls, just because if they don't get it or we don't get it, somebody's gonna be there.
Right.
Both times we beat Atwater in, and we worked together and everything was fine.
I know they have plans to put in a roundabout there, but I wonder if we, start to see these patterns, we can send it to ODOT if they would do anything in the meantime.
Well, I sent everything from last year and they put that sign that said cross traffic does not stop. And now I don't even see the sign.
But it's definitely not there.
It's gone.
Laying on the road in front of the station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was yellow,
Yeah.
and it was like if you were coming from Alliance, it was
Yeah.
at first, you seen it,
And
and I'm like, where's the sign? It's gone. Like, probably somebody hit it, knocked it off, and and a lot of times, the sheriff that's at the old Wybush landfill, he's got a little hiding hole there where he watches, so that's a bad intersection.
It's really bad. All right, anything else from the fire department?
No, ma'am.
I know you're wanting to know about the building permit for the addition. Nothing is on paper anymore. We need to tonight decide that we're going to move forward with the addition on there. We need to prepare a bid package for that. Any contractor who wants to bid that has to contact the building department for the plans on PDF. If we get we can get electronic building permit, but what are we gonna do with it? The contractor needs to be able to get that, so we have to make a motion, we're gonna move forward with that. I'm gonna ask the prosecutor, if we decide to do that, how to go about with this bid. I don't know how to do one in years. This is probably the last one we did, when we built this here. But the blueprints are approved, and we need to move forward with some type of communication out there to get people to bid on it, to build it and everything.
Is that a newspaper type deal, or is there another
Website,
media?
We have to advertise it. I don't know how all we have to advertise it. Would be advertised on our website. I'm sure some social media that the building department has some suggestions we do. However, we can get it out to a large number of contractors that know it's going to be up for bid. So legal section in the newspaper, however we go about that now, I'm not sure. But that's where we're at, but it is approved already. When I went up to get it, that's what they told me. Yeah, all right, we can get it, but it's not doing us any good.
So is the prosecutor gonna put the specification package together?
I'm gonna ask him if he does that, or we have to get somebody to do it, or what, because the specs have to be involved in there and working with the building department. I don't know how to do all this. But we can move forward with it, and I'll make a motion, we do move forward with the bidding of the addition.
Or there's another way they could do it, as a per se design build based upon the blueprints that have.
Right, that's what I have, that's what I have to be, not design actually, it'd be just built, because it's already designed.
But yes, in one sense it will be, because unless you have specified exactly what type of OSB you're gonna use, what type of shingle you're gonna use, metal roof, whatever it is.
That's all in there.
It's all in.
That's all in there.
So then you're.
Yeah, it's all in there, the roofing material, the wall material, all that stuff is specified in there.
Okay.
Now, there may be something they'll find it isn't, but that's something they'll have to work out with the building department, but.
Okay.
So I have a motion on the table.
I second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
So I will check with the building or prosecutor's office tomorrow to see if they can give us help with doing that or tell us how to go about it or whatever, and we'll get moving forward on
Can
it.
you maybe able to reach out to the builders exchange as well? They send out bid invites courtesy of the builders exchange.
I didn't hear
You
you.
don't even have to be a member, so they may do that for you too.
Building department requires certain specifications for a builder, so
Yeah.
Do you want to disperse any of that load, or you want to do that all, figure that out?
if one of you guys want to do it, you're welcome to do it, or
I
I'll
mean,
call
we can
it.
call the building department in Ravenna and see if they have any ideas of how that all needs to be put together.
Yeah, I talked to him today. and-
Oh, you did already?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
That's how I know rather than pick up the permit, which a couple weeks ago I was going to, and that's what they said to do, get it out and advertise it legal. It has to be a legal notice of intent to build.
Because they did go over a lot of that in that seminar
Yeah.
too. So I
Yeah.
know that they would have a lot of good information about that with the competitive bidding.
Yep,
Do you want to just write them an email and
Yeah.
copy us all on it? That way we can all be
Yeah,
on.
I can do that.
That'd be a good.
I can do that.
Okay. All right. Old business. Do we have any unresolved old business?
We need to set a date for the Lindsay Davis hearing. Her attorney contacted our attorney that she is not going to resign, so we need to reset a date for the hearing.
Until about 3 o'clock today, I was still thinking we were doing it today. I was waiting to hear any communications to post things, but I hadn't heard anything.
No, she notified our
I've been
attorney.
emailing Tom, and I just got a hold of him on his cell phone today, and he said you had told him we were having it in a special meeting later this month already.
Well, I told him we would talk about it at this meeting tonight, is what I told
His
him.
understanding was we were doing it, he already spoke with
No.
our attorney, and they already
No,
scheduled it.
that's not what I told him. I said, we have a meeting coming up, we'll bring it up in front of the public meeting, and we probably will set a date for that, and I will let you know. is
One
what
of
I
the
told him.
attorneys had asked for more time again, or what happened?
Yeah,
I was pretty
what
confused.
caused it to be delayed, because like, none of the parties are here and no council's here.
We handled on this in executive session, so how much can we bring out here? What we agreed to in executive session didn't happen.
Okay,
Okay.
because I was waiting to hear something to post, and I hadn't heard anything.
What happened in executive session, what
So-
we thought was going to happen, what was offered did not happen.
Okay,
That's why we need to reset a hearing date for that.
okay, so did either attorneys, since you spoke with Tom about it, did they give a date besides the 28th, or
No,
a time
no,
frame, or?
we can set whatever we want. I told him if nothing else, we'd do it at our next meeting, is what I told him. But we can set a special meeting next week or whatever we want to do. We can set the meeting.
Okay,
We just have to let Tom know, and he'll let that attorney know. What I said was, if nothing else, we'll plan it for the 28th if we do a meeting the 28th. But we can do anything. I don't think we need to have a second whole meeting, unless you guys do.
I'm not available on the 28th. That's a Monday.
So we just have to set a date for the hearing.
so why don't we do it at our next meeting in August?
We can do that, that's
I
fine.
mean, that's a regularly scheduled meeting, I thought that was the
So the
goal.
hearing is at the regular schedule.
That's fine with me.
So then we have to get it on the
We'll have
billboard.
to get it on the billboard.
Can you
and
take
on
care
the
of that,
website.
because I don't have access to the billboard, but I can put it on the
You put
website.
it on the website, and I'll get it on there.
And then since we voted about that's how we do our posting, we don't have to put it in the
Okay.
newspaper, so we should be fine.
Good deal.
Okay.
So we'll go on the digital sign and the website.
And the website.
That's good enough.
And then, of course, that's pending attorneys agreeing to that
Right.
date and all the parties being available. That would be August 11th. So, do we need a motion for that? I motion that we have the,
Yeah.
public hearing, per Lindsay Davis' request, that she requested the hearing. I motion that we have it on August 11th during a regularly scheduled meeting, starting at 6 PM, pending all parties and attorneys' availability.
I'll second that.
I vote yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. Okay, any other business?
No.
I have none.
All right, New business. Tracy has given me this as a guide because we need to make a resolution about the estimated budget. I'll let you all look at that, and then one of us can read that, and we can do that unless there's further discussion or questions about that. Any changes to the budget from years prior, it's all pretty much the same, no big changes.
No,
I know we briefly discussed it last week, or last meeting, but we just didn't.
it's usually on the guideline of the years.
The years prior.
Is it the 2026 estimated budget or 2025 estimated? 2026, but that's coming up.
For the first half of
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, all of 26,
Yeah.
not the first half, the entire 26.
Yeah, that's our whole thing.
The whole shebang.
You want to make a motion?
Sure, so, the Deerfield Township Trustees, will create a resolution, or I move to create a resolution, and this is resolution number 2025, is that correct?
Yeah.
To approve the,
Number 2.
oh, I'm sorry, 2025-2, to approve the 2026 estimated budget presented by the fiscal officer, Tracy Dean, and submitted to the Portage County Auditor.
Second?
I vote yes.
Lori?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes. I don't know who's, I just wrote our names, I don't know whose signatures or what, but. Other new business, I did get a phone call about a payroll issue, did that all get resolved?
Oh, yeah. For the road
Misunderstanding
department, yeah.
misunderstanding about
Yes.
schedule or?
Well, because we only get paid the second Monday and the fourth Monday. He thought because it ended up on the 30th that he should get an extra pay. See, and you only get paid twice a month. He thought he got paid every 2 weeks. So it was, yeah.
Everybody's,
Ed took care of it and it's done, so. It was with the road
He
department.
just misunderstood how
This is
the
the
pay
pay
periods
schedule.
fell.
He just automatically thought it was every 2 weeks when we don't get paid every 2 weeks. We only get paid the second and the fourth Monday meeting days. And he misunderstood.
That's where he was confused, so.
Because Monday was the 30th, so that misses a whole week. Because then the first Monday is when you do a pay.
just checking.
Yeah.
Everything's good. All
Yep.
right, that's all I have. Any other public commentary, any other issues we missed today?
There's no one else for public
I
comment.
have none.
We have a
We do
volunteer.
have a volunteer.
Is the gas station a dead issue?
Nope,
No.
nope, they're still working on it. ODOT is doing a traffic study right now. The main holdup right now is ODOT only wants to allow one entrance and everything else has to exit west. They do not want to allow anybody to exit onto the circle. So they're appealing to ODOT for a revision on that. Everybody else in the circle's got, they can come in and go out on the circle, but ODOT's denying the permit. They want everybody to have to go west when they leave there, which makes no sense. State Representative Heidi Workman has been out. I called her, we met with her, met with their attorney, and ODOT is currently working on it right now. There's an appeal filed against it, but it is very much a live issue, very much. Not at all. The people have over $450,000 invested in purchasing the property, engineering fees, septic fee, studies, drawings, all that stuff. ODOT's saying you can't exit to the circle. Come on. So, yes, it is very much still a live project. Okay? Yep, me too.
And I was just thinking about this, but I don't remember the exact date. They're having a coffee with the commissioners later this month. Paris, no, it's at
Cafe 14 down in North Bend.
Do you remember where it is in here? Oh, that's the special meeting. Everybody's
It's
invited.
the 31st.
The 31st at what time? At 9 a.m.?
July 31st at 9 to 10.
9 to 10?
Yeah, coffee and donuts for the commissioners.
So if anyone wants to attend that 9 a.m. on the 31st, I think they have coffee and pastries or donuts or something, and you can go and chat with the commissioners. they're trying to hit one of the locations and all the areas, so just a reminder.
Yeah, Cafe
Cafe
14 on
14.
14 right there.
Just a quick reminder, that's all I have.
Motion to adjourn and pay bills.
Oh, we have a hand raised.
Tiffany, I just have an answer to your question. That is a dry hydrant on by your house.
Is it?
A little birdie let me know.
Okay,
And it does not work. And it was put in by Deerfield and it never worked from the beginning. But there
okay.
is about 4 to 5 other dry hydrants around Deerfield.
So if there's a hydrant,
Actually,
they
I think
don't
it's more
burn.
than that. We have them worked out. I didn't think it was a live hydrant.
It looks like one, but it was intended to be one.
They said it was too far from the source and they couldn't suck it that far or something.
Okay, well, thank you.
Sounds a great
So it
decoration.
is a decoration.
They need to put like,
Not in use.
yes,
Dry hydrants.
Out of service.
But they don't look like fire hydrants anyway, so we know.
That brings
I
up,
really didn't know.
but that does bring up another point, that we need to, as a township, mark all of our dry hydrants. Like, mark them.
Nobody
If you look at Palmyra, there's a mark that says dry hydrant
You
one.
know, what, like a small sign that's reflective, so that at 2 o'clock in the morning when you're driving down the road and it's pitch black because we have no street lights, it should say, and you're trying to
I'm
find
okay
a
with
dry
that.
hydrant, you know, if you go to other townships, they have.
I guess I didn't know ours were done. I'm okay with that.
Gated, just on the green post or galvanized post, close to the road, but it says dry hydrant, so it's very easily noticed.
If I take you down to Cafe 14, there's one right across the street, that got painted in green and sits in the grass.
Yeah, so you can't even really see it unless you really know where it's at. So if we, let's say we get help from Berlin or Lexington, or, you know, they have to know where these dry hydrants are, and so they're not easily found.
You guys want to come up with an idea for the signage and everything and bring it to the next meeting? I think it's a great idea. I didn't realize they weren't done, honestly. I thought you guys had a map of where they were all at.
We actually, on our active, we have it, but if.
But if somebody else comes, they don't know.
Like, they don't know where.
Yeah, I like that idea.
I do too.
I'll
Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Okay, Ed, you made a motion to adjourn the meeting and pay bills.
A second.
Yes.
Laura?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes.
Tiffany?
Yes.
Okay. Holly? What's that?
I always say that hydrant, because I'm so sorry, it's one. You do?
I think we come to our house too.